In the realm where shadows dance with dreams and nightmares and fantasy intertwine, join me by the fire and hear a tale from your storyteller. Today's story is Yuma and Mori. In the dense canopies of an ancient Viridian forest, there existed the great sloth bear spirit Yuma. Yuma's 15-foot stature was commanding, his presence felt by all the creatures that made their home among the gnarled roots and the verdant foliage. His deep roars resonated like the drumbeats of the earth, affirming his role as the stalwart protector of the forest. On the outskirts of the forest, there walked a presence as gentle and nurturing as the first bloom of spring after the harshest winter. Mori, a priestess whose spirit was as strong as the mountains and as pure as the forest streams. Clad in robes that mirrored the myriad hues of nature, her long hair cascading like gentle waterfalls, and eyes calm and blue as the deepest pools. If Yuma was the forest's guardian, then Mori was the forest's heart. Her kindness served as a beacon, guiding the creatures through the flow of existence. Her voice a soothing balm to the fiercest storms. Her touch a balm for the deepest wounds. One night, in the heart of the forest, an unnatural quiet settled like a shroud, a precursor to the chaos that was to unfold. From the heavens above, a myriad beast emerged from the clouds. The storm tiger. A creature whose very presence signaled turmoil for the lands in which it roamed. It was said that wherever the storm tiger walked, tempests followed, its roar summoning the winds, and its stripes flickering with the raw energy of lightning. As the forest held its breath, awaiting the impending fury, its stripes pulsated with electric vigor, each snarl releasing bursts of lightning, setting the forest ablaze. As the storm tiger bore down upon the forest, Yuma, sensing the disturbance, let out a mighty roar and charged towards the danger. As Mori made her rounds in the forest, she too felt the turmoil that was happening. She felt the anger and destructive nature of the storm tiger as it lay siege to the forest, as well as Yuma's protectiveness to all creatures of the forest, both big and small. It didn't matter if the storm tiger was stronger. She knew Yuma would lay down his life to protect the forest. The forest was soon to be a battleground. The sky above churned with dark clouds as the storm tiger roared its challenge to the arriving Yuma. High winds and bolts of lightning burst from its maw. Nearby, hidden in a grove, Mori watched with eyes wide in wonder and fear. She knew that the fate of everything she loved and held dear hung in the balance. Knowing that Yuma stood no chance against the storm tiger alone, Mori's hands came together in prayer, and her voice rose with determination, invoking the blessings of the ancients and the strength of the forest itself to aid Yuma in his battle. The two great beasts clashed, and the forest floor quaked. The storm tiger, its stripes seething with electricity, pounced with a ferocity that cut swathes through the trees. Yuma met the assault with a stoic resistance, his claws digging into the earth for stability, his powerful arms swinging with the weight of mountains, fending off the tiger's relentless attacks. When Yuma saw his chance, he acted fast and attacked the storm tiger. Each blow from Yuma was like the shifting of tectonic plates, a force of nature that sent shockwaves rippling through the air. The storm tiger responded with arcs of lightning that danced around Yuma's fur, setting the sky alight with their blinding brilliance. The forest was alive with the sound of their battle, a symphony of raw power and primal instincts. The storm tiger sent lightning and gale after gale at Yuma, not giving Yuma a chance to attack back. After repeated attacks, the great Yuma fell to the ground, and the storm tiger roared in triumph. Mori's prayers grew more fervent, her voice a beacon in the chaos. The air around her shimmered with the energy of her devotion, and tendrils of light snaked their way toward Yuma, wrapping him in a cloak of spiritual armor. The storm tiger's eyes narrowed, sensing a shift in the tide as Yuma stood, golden armor surrounding him. The storm tiger clawed the air toward Yuma, sending watery wind blades at the great spear it bare, but they dissipated upon contact with the golden armor. Soon the mighty tiger's spirit was on the defense. Yuma's strikes became more potent, each one resonating with the force of Mori's prayers, and for a moment the storm tiger faltered, its dominance challenged by the combined might of priestess and spirit. In a climactic exchange, the storm tiger and Yuma charged at each other. Yuma threw the storm tiger aside with his claws, then reared up on his hind legs, towering over the battlefield, and brought his massive paws down upon the tiger with a force that could split rivers. The storm tiger, at the same time, summoned a cataclysmic bolt of lightning, a spear aimed directly at the heart of Yuma. The collision of their powers created an explosion of light and energy that sent a shockwave through the forest. Trees bent and the earth trembled as the two forces met in a blinding flash. When the light faded, the storm tiger stood on weakened legs, its form flickering like a flame in the wind, the ferocity in his eyes dimmed by the revelation of its loss. Yuma, though scarred and breathing heavily, remained unbroken. His strength, born of Mori's unwavering faith in the ancient power of the forest, had weathered the storm. With a threatening growl, the storm tiger fled, vanishing into the clouds. With the tiger spirit gone, Yuma sat on the ground in exhaustion. As Mori emerged from her grove, battered and bruised, but otherwise fine, Yuma turned to face her, his eyes reflecting a mix of exhaustion and annoyance. Moved by an unseen force, Mori stepped forward, offering prayers of healing to the wounded spirit before her. Yuma's gaze softened as he felt her gentle touch and heard her whispered prayers, a warmth spreading through his giant form. In the days that followed, Mori visited Yuma in the tranquil depths of the forest, tending to his wounds and sharing moments of quiet companionship. Through her presence, Yuma discovered a sense of peace and solace that he had never known before, her kindness and compassion weaving their way into the fabric of his being. As the seasons changed and the world around them bloomed with new life, a bond grew between Yuma and Mori that transcended the boundaries of their worlds. In the soft light of the moon, they shared tender moments under the canopy of ancient trees, their hearts entwined in a dance of love and understanding. Until next time.